Hello, it's Mara from Houseplants, New Jersey. Today we're going to be discussing my philodendron that look like shit. Alright, so I had transplanted these not too long ago, probably within the last month, and then they dropped leaves. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them in the same location, but all I'm going to do is put them in Ziploc bags for a little while until the spring, because this is a print of orange, so I was told. I don't really know if it is. And the leaves aren't unfurling. So I'm going to take a Ziploc, put it in here. All right. I'm going to water it a little bit in there. Now you don't have to get the water into the pot exactly, because it's almost like it evaporates and then rains on those leaves. So it's like a little greenhouse cabinet, all right? So it'll just do its thing in there. It'll absorb the water in there, and then it'll rain on the leaves, okay? So we're gonna leave that in there, and I'm gonna put it back into its catch pot, and that's it. Same thing I'm gonna do with my philodendron white knight. It dropped like all its leaves. I mean, this thing was really doing well. We could take off some of the dried out ones. I'll kind of leave them on there. All right, it does have new growth coming in. This leaf is shot. We're gonna leave everything the way that it is. All right, and put it into another Ziploc. Okay, and I'm just gonna put it in there, like in the Ziploc. See, so this will be at the bottom of the Ziploc, and I'm gonna pour some water in the bottom of the Ziploc. It'll soak up some of that water, and then it'll basically, the water will evaporate and it'll make it like a little rain cloud in there. All right, so that's that one. Then we have, now this is a tricky one because I have my ring of fire. Oops, lost some bark there. All right, lost some bark. So now this ring of fire, this is a bigger one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna water it. You know what? I don't have anything to water it in. Actually, I'll water it in a little while. But so this one, because the leaves are bigger, I'm gonna put the Ziploc in upside down. Okay, so I'm gonna put the Ziploc in upside down and then zipper it on both sides of the plant. Okay, so that, well, not both sides, but like just one side, I guess. Well, I guess I could do both sides because I kind of want those leaves to spread out a little bit more. So then just zipper it on both sides just to keep that humidity in there, and then we could take it off in the spring when the humidity starts to go up and everything. Sometimes this happens, like you're not going to be like this unbelievable plant grower all the time, okay? So you're just going to have to deal with your situation, your humidity, all of that, and this is the way I deal with it, okay? And then luckily those plants usually live. If they don't, they don't. If they do, they do, but usually they live. All right, hopefully you guys try it out without, you know, throwing your plants in the garbage and buying a new one. You know, I've done that so many times before. I don't even want to tell you, but yeah, do this, see if it works, and then If it doesn't, then just throw the plant out. All right? Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you.